In this video, we're going to teach you how to take care of all the stages of a mealworm, from egg to adult beetle.
There are many different stages of mealworms, but their care is always the same. They only eat a little bit more because they're bigger throughout the stages. When they molt, they become a little bit bigger, so they need a little bit more food, but only very slightly more food. And so the care is all the same from all the sizes. And then, of course, there's also superworms, which are basically mealworms, one molt away from becoming a pupa. So their care is all the same. So their care is when you get a package that you get that from what you bought them, you can just get a bucket or something like that, or box, and just dump all the superworms in there. Many people say you need oat, but you don't exactly need oat. You could use maybe powder oat, maybe a little bit bigger clumps than powder oat, and just fill up their bucket if you use them. And then you of course need to feed them. Any vegetable or fruit is fine. You can feed them any vegetable or fruit. We feed our superworms lettuce very often, but you don't have to feed them lettuce. You can feed them almost anything. And you also want you can cut up an egg carton to the right size and put it there so they can climb on it and everything. And so you just have to wait and watch them grow bigger and bigger until they become pupas.
Pupas, which is the next stage of mealworms, do not need water. Mealworms don't need water either, but they kind of like drinking water gel, but it's not needed. And so pupas, unlike mealworms, don't even have to eat, and they're basically just still unless you annoy them. Then they might a little bit move. All you have to do is separate them from the mealworms, because they might want to eat them. The mealworms actually eat pupas, and you want to just not do that. So you don't want your superworms eating your pupas. And all you do after that is just wait for your pupas to grow and molt into beetles. Okay, so after the pupas molt and become beetles, you do want to separate the beetles from the pupas so the beetles don't eat the pupas. And we have noticed that beetles flip upside down and they can die if they get flipped upside down. So you can also put some paper towel if you don't have oat, and if you have oat, I think that's good. And the egg carton would be important for them so that they don't slip at this stage. And also that the beetles eat the same thing as the superworms, except they eat quite a bit more. I mean, superworms still eat fast, as you can see in this clip. Okay, so you saw that clip, and the mealworms, they finished it in about, let's say, 30 minutes in that time lapse, but the beetles could finish it a little bit faster, like 25 or 20 minutes. Now we're going to be talking about beetles mating. So beetle mating looks like this, and so when you see a beetle climb on top of another beetle and stick the
it like butt out and it connects to the butt of the other other beetle, that means that the sperm is getting transferred, so they're mating. And so after they mate, the females will have to lay an egg into some kind of substrate. So like they can lay the eggs in, like, you can oat, like that's why oat can be important. But I think you can just, if you don't have oat, you can just give them like sand. I think that's a good one. That's a good substrate. And yeah, just keep the eggs at 80 degrees Fahrenheit to like 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 95. Even 100 works too. 80 to 100 maybe. So for the eggs to hatch, and the eggs can hatch somewhat quickly. Actually, to see the eggs themselves, you can like take the beetles out and like tilt the sand bucket or any kind of bucket, and then you see like little white balls full of sand or oat. That would be the eggs. So after a while of the beetles being in the substrate, you can take them out and have the eggs be separate from the beetles just walking around and laying eggs more and more. So you just take them out and just wait until the babies hatch. And also, we had our eggs one time got eaten up by Argentine ants, so you don't want that happening. So you have to make sure that ants aren't attacking your eggs. And once they become babies, you can again start feeding them and taking them into care, and then the cycle restarts and it continues and continues.
If you want to watch another cool video about how to take care of one of our critters, check out this video right here.